guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is Toya, and whether this is your first time or you have been here many times before, thank you so much for deciding to click on this video. But if you are new here or you have been here many times before but you have not subscribed yet, then you should go ahead and do so. I talk about many different things on this channel, and I have also started talking about entrepreneurship. I am starting a business, and I will be talking about some of the things that I am learning along the way to share with you guys. So you should also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. But in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I make my lip gloss. So what you just see me doing here is cleaning the products, because this is my first time using the products. And when I initially unboxed the products, I did not wipe them down. So I'm just going to wipe them down now before I use them. And then of course, you have to be sure to clean your work surface. So that is just what I'm doing, making sure that I wipe down my work surface really well and disinfecting. And you also have to make sure that your hands are clean. Although I'm going to be wearing gloves, I do want to make sure I wash my hands before I put on my gloves. And as I'm watching myself wash my hands, this reminds me of when I was in hygiene school. We had an actual class on hand washing. So that's just what this reminds me of. And that's just some sanitizing spray that I'm spraying on my hands right now before I put my gloves on. So that is my assistant just handing me a pen that he's wiped down and disinfected for me, also known as my husband. But yeah, he's handing me a pen because I am going to be keeping notes with that pen. So I have a scale that I am going to measure all of the ingredients that I use, because I don't want to just eyeball it. I want my formulation for my lip glosses to be pretty much exact every time that I use them. So I am measuring how many grams of each ingredient I am adding. That is what is called quality assurance. You want your product to be the same product that your customers expect it to be. So, you don't want it to be, this way one time and that way the next time. So that's why I'm keeping notes, so that I can look at my notes and make the same exact product with the same exact ingredients every single time. So, just a word of caution. When I opened this oil, it splattered on my shirt. So when you're working with these oils, you'll want to wear something that you don't mind getting messed up, because I went back and I sprayed my shirt with Shout trying to treat the stains. But after I washed it, the stains were still there. So now my shirt's messed up. So just be careful with the oils and wear some clothes that you don't mind getting messed up, because making lip gloss does tend to be a little bit messy. Right now, you just see me adding my Versagel to the pigments and the oils that I used. Now, as I'm looking at this, as I was making it, I realized that I forgot to measure the Versagel. So I had to go back, and I knew that I was using a 5.5 ounce bag of Versagel. So I just went back and weighed that after I had already put that in the bowl and subtracted, and came up with an approximate amount of how much Versagel that I use. The mica, or the powdered pigment that I'm using, is just a really pretty orangish brown color. And the oils that I am using are coconut oil, grapeseed oil, vitamin E oil, and I am also adding some drops of the hydrogenated polyisobutene, and that is just to give the gloss a really smooth, silky texture, and to make it just really silky. So after I get my oils mixed in, I'm just going to mix them, and while I'm mixing them, I'm just trying to check for the consistency of the gloss. This right here is my favorite part. I loved adding the glitter to the gel. It just gives it just a really pretty look. And I also forgot to mention that I did add some strawberry flavoring oil. Now they call it flavoring oil, but it's really just scented oil. So it has the smell of that flavor or that scent, but it doesn't taste like it. So it's really just strawberry scented oil. I am using a 20 millimeter syringe for my gloss, and the pipettes I am using went on there with no problem. I know some people say that they need to tape their pipette onto the syringe. I didn't have to do that. Once I cut it at the top, I just slid it right on. It was a tight seal, and I had no issues with the pipette sliding off of the syringe. I tried to suck the gel up through the syringe, but it was too thick, so I had to put the brakes on that and just kind of spoon the gel into the top of the syringe. as you can see, I am just filling up my squeezable tubes. I would suggest that you don't fill it up so close to the top that when you put the top piece in, that there's not enough space and it makes your product overflow. So you'll just want to stop just short of the top. And I would also suggest that keeping paper towels to wipe your gloves on, because they become really slick after working with the oils and the Versagel. And also having wipes are good as well, so that when you finish filling them up, you can wipe around the rim of your lip gloss tube before you put the top in and put the cap over it. Alright, so that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video serves as information for someone that might be looking how to make gloss or how to start their own business. And before I leave, I am just going to show you guys what it looks like on the lips. And seriously guys, this lip gloss is just so moisturizing and silky feeling. I am really pleased with the way it turned out. But once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you get out of here. And as always, I will catch you in the next video. Bye.